Hey everyone, I'm John Darling, one of the cloud engineers here at Velosio, and today I'm going to talk with you a bit about Microsoft Teams Phone and why I think it's a really compelling platform for a lot of small and medium businesses out there that are looking to modernize their phone system and consolidate everything into Microsoft 365. So, for those of you that have been with Microsoft for a long time, you might have been on the journey from Lync to Skype and now Microsoft Teams. And you may have even been familiar with Skype's phone system, which wasn't too bad, but had some on-premise components that don't necessarily flow into the modern workplace theme too well. And this is where Microsoft Teams Phone enters in. So at the top, I'll mention there are essentially three ways to deploy Microsoft Teams Phone, but we really focus on one here at Velosio that we think fits about 80 or 90% of scenarios. So you can use Microsoft Teams interface with a third-party phone provider through either the direct routing or operator connect options. And that is okay for some organizations who have a pre-existing relationship with those providers. But for the purpose of this call, we'll focus on the Microsoft Teams Phone with calling plan option. This is where you get your PSTN phone numbers and all of your calling plan minutes from Microsoft directly. The advantages of this are several. One, you have a single source to go to for your phone system service. That is Microsoft. It's backed by obviously a huge name with plenty of experience in that space in Microsoft. It also very much simplifies your licensing with a single add-on that you can apply to your users to give them access to the phone system just by adding that one add-on license in the Microsoft 365 portal. Another advantage of Microsoft Teams Phone is that it uses the pre-existing Teams interface that your users already know and love. There's also a great mobile app that provides one-to-one functionality, not only for the core Teams features, but also for the phone system. It integrates really nicely with iPhone and Android's calling menu so that you can see and answer your Teams calls just through your phone's normal interface. It's very handy to get your voicemail and voicemail transcriptions, both in an email and within an app, which works on both desktop and mobile. And there are also dozens of Teams certified devices that work with the phone system. So if you prefer a traditional handset for your desk, Microsoft Teams has those. If you want Teams Phone conference room equipment, projectors, tablets, all that kind of thing, there's a handy store and list you can go to for that as well. So whatever you prefer, whether it's soft phones, hard phones, whatever your users want, if you want to mix and match, have some road warriors, just use the mobile app. Teams Phone is super flexible and very, very quick to set up, both from our perspective, which I love as a consultant who deploys the solution, and from your perspective as likely the admin or the user lead who will support it. And so the cost savings and scalability of the system is also great. I've seen several customers save thousands of dollars per year by moving from an antiquated phone system with pretty convoluted licensing per user, or even worse, per block of numbers, many of which go unused, to the simplified one license per user per month model that Microsoft does for all of its M365 solutions. Some other examples of how this can work really well: the auto attendants and call queues are wonderful for hunt groups for your sales team, for after hours transfers. It can read greetings and play hold music for your customers. It's great for routing things to a customer service department. The after hours transfers can go to your cell phone, can go to an after hours answering service, or just do voicemail transcription for you. The short answer is that whatever you want the phone system to do, there's likely a built-in solution for it. Super quick to configure. The options are changeable on the fly, but of course, as part of the project deployment, we meet with you to map out how you'd like the routing to work and then deploy that on your behalf. I've also had experience deploying this phone system internationally. I have a aerospace client who switched from an old-fashioned on-premise phone system into Microsoft Teams Phone for over 100 users. We mentioned the scalability. I've done this for 5 users, and I've done this for closer to 200, so definitely easy to scale. But anyway, this aerospace customer had users in America, in the UK, in Belgium, and even in Israel. Microsoft Teams Phone works around the world. We're able to get local numbers or US numbers for people around the world, route emergency services to them, which of course is a legal requirement. So we can set up emergency addresses for those numbers for your users no matter where they are. If you have those requirements for E911, we can certainly accommodate that. So again, we've done this here for companies small and large, coming from Skype, coming from other third-party providers like Grasshopper or RingCentral are two of the more common ones we migrate from, or just your old-fashioned local phone company. We can keep your numbers or acquire new ones for you, whatever you prefer. So all this to say, if you're kind of struggling along with an old phone system that you've outgrown or that you haven't really taken a chance to modernize because you're still doing things the same way you always have, please let us know. We'll be happy to do a free assessment for you, see what it would take to get Teams Phone in your environment, and walk you through the entire process from that initial assessment to the go live and then ongoing support. As your business changes, we're happy to support your phone system as well here. So if all this sounds interesting to you, please reach out to your Velosio account manager, and I'll be happy to speak with you personally, take a look at your phone system, and help get you on the road to a newer and better way of communicating with Microsoft Teams Phone. Thanks, and have a great day.